This is Entrepreneur Marketing, and this is Sean Canary. Today we'll be talking about the two chapters that are due this week, personal selling and sales management, as well as interactive and multi-channel marketing. Both quizzes are due this week, but I thought I'd talk a little bit about each of these chapters and give you a little bit more in-depth understanding of them. So when talking about personal selling and sales management, it's important to understand the value of salespeople when it comes to an organization. Salespeople often identify creative solutions to customers' problems and ease the customer buying process and follow up with those customers after the sales to make sure that the product is performing and doing what it's supposed to. Salespeople can not only find new customers, but they help facilitate the sales process and then follow up to make sure satisfaction is achieved with the consumer. Now, two types of sales processes that the book looks at is relationship selling and partnership selling. Relationship selling is a very important method in which the salesperson develops personal relationships with consumers to make the process of buying easier. Relationship selling is the most common form of sales methods out there today. Partnership selling is when organizations, both customers and the salespeople, work together to create a good situation for both the buyer and the seller. They exchange a lot of data and they create customized plans and sales plans for the consumers as well as the salespeople. It's a true partnership between the company that is selling product and the company that is buying the product. Now, there's many forms of personal selling, and there's two types of salespeople that you'll see in personal selling. You have the order taker as well as the order getter. The order taker is what you would see across the street at Panera Bread. Now, sometimes you have inside order takers, such as sales clerks, order clerks, that take the orders from the consumers. You also have outside order takers that visit certain stores, visit certain customers, and simply take their order. Order getters are people that go out and find and unearth potential new consumers and customers to obtain order. These people are often referred to as sales hunters. Now, order getters spend their time each week selling by phone or face to face, generating leads and researching accounts, uh, completing administrative tasks, handling service calls and training. And this is typically how a order getter spends a majority of their week. The personal selling process, we'll go through each of these stages one by one. In the prospecting stage, the objective for the salesperson is to find and qualify prospects. They start selling prospects and they advertise and hunt for new consumers who may be able to use the products. In the pre-approach stage, the salesperson gathers information, decides how to approach the prospect. In the approach stage, they gain the prospect's attention and they stimulate interest and make the transition to the presentation stage. In the presentation stage, they begin courting the consumer and present the attributes of the product to the consumer. A lot of times in this stage, a good salesperson will have to handle objections. A lot of times consumers will have objections, and good salespeople know how to acknowledge these objections and convert them into good things for the business. They know how to agree and neutralize possible objections, accept possible objections, overcome denial, and people that ignore their sales pitch. Finally, we have the close stage. In the close stage, they obtain purchase commitment from a prospect and create a customer out of that prospect. Now, it's important that that doesn't stop the salesman's job there. We want to make sure that we follow up and we continue to follow up with the consumer. This is a great opportunity for repeat sales and referrals. Finally, when creating a sales plan, it's important that you set objectives, organize your sales force, and develop policies for account management. Once the sales plan is formulated, the implementation of the plan can begin. Recruitment and selection of your salespeople, training them to follow certain rules and regulations, and to motivate and compensate those salespeople. Then, of course, any good plan has an evaluation period where you assess and evaluate the salespeople's performance and behaviors. Now, when it comes to Chapter 21, when we talk to interactive and multi-channel marketing, it's important to understand that there's 7 main website design elements that drive customer experience, such as context, the site's layout and visual design. It has to be appealing, and it has to be able to be easily navigated. Commerce, it's important for a site not only to give information, but also obtain transactions. Connection, it's important that sites are linked to other websites. Communication, make sure that your messages are clear and to the point. Content, that text, pictures, and sound are on the website and it's very inviting and engaging. Communication enables the consumer to engage with the business, as well as customization. It's important that the website can customize itself to different users to personalize the site and the experience. A great customer experience online, content, context, and customization is important, as well as connection, community, communication, and e-commerce. Now, the estimated percentage of online retail sales by products and services, it's pretty amazing to notice that apparel, accessories, and footwear are one of the most shopped online products. Computer hardware is second, and appliances and home improvement are third. Finally, why do consumers shop and buy online? The 7 major factors are the convenience, the ability to choose different options, to customize an experience, to communicate directly with a business, to keep costs low, to have the control, and to also be able to repeat those purchases easily by using cookies, which is code on the website that remembers you when you go back to it. Think about Amazon and how great of a shopping experience that is because of the fact of the cookies that remembers you the next time you're there. So again, make sure that you read the 2 chapters, personal selling and sales management, as well as implementing interactive and multi-channel marketing. Make sure you take your quizzes by the due date, and we'll talk to you soon.